Okay, you live.
Good evening, Facebook Live Billions. Welcome to the Oak Street Porch again on a Saturday, May 16th. Hey, it's my sister's birthday. So if you know my sister Marcia, wish her happy birthday. She may be watching, so you could wish her happy birthday as she watches. Or she may be napping. She wasn't real sure what she was going to do whenever we last spoke earlier today. So tonight is Saturday, and on Saturdays we've been doing all originals. So, and I think I picked a few that probably none of y'all have ever heard of before. Maybe a few of you, but maybe not. And I tried to pick songs that had stories. And the first one I had actually forgotten about until I was going through my old notebooks. And so no typewritten notes today. So if you see me squinting, it's because I can't read my own handwriting. Visitors on our porch, and Ruby's letting us know it. So I thought we'd start out tonight with a little song that started out after Hurricane Rita. And if you're up on your Louisiana history, you'll know that Rita and Katrina came through back to back. One hit New Orleans, and then a little while later, the next one hit the western coast of Louisiana. And we had two groups of refugees or folks running from the storm staying at our church. And we had a group from Lake Charles area, from Cameron Parish, staying in our church. And one of them was a gentleman who was kind of thin and a little weary about life, you could tell. But he worked really hard, ended up working in our kitchen. And he and I were talking one day, and he had been a motorcycle rider. And he told me that he thought he was going to get him one of those trike bikes because he was always going to ride even after he took his chemo and his radiation treatment. And so that's where this song started. And it came to mean a little more to me after my cousin, who was also a biker dude, that I talked about last night, who couldn't see the speedometer in his mama's car, that he had lung cancer, and also the sentiment was there for him as well. So this is the opening line the gentleman told me. Think I'm gonna get me one of those trike bikes, cause you know I'm gonna get weak. But I'm gonna ride as long as I'm alive, and you know I'll always be in the lead. We'll start me a motorcycle gang, we'll have jackets and radiation tattoos. Riding around, helping folks coming to a town near you. 'Cause the world is full of needy people. I know, 'cause I've been one a time or two. If I'm gonna leave this world, well, I'm gonna leave it better with a few less needy people because of my passing through. My old lady, she thinks that I'm out of my mind, worried about other people when I'm just losing time. And I can see it all clearly when I'm out on the open road. I may lose my hair, but I'm safe in my soul. 'Cause the world is full of needy people. I know, 'cause I've been one a time or two. If I'm gonna leave this world, well, I'm gonna leave it better with a few less needy people because of my passing through. Yeah, the world is full of needy people. I know, 'cause I've been one a time or two. If I'm gonna leave this world,
my sound effect.
I know. We're missing
Hold
the
on.
sound effects. And the crowd goes wild. So this one I played the other night, and I'd forgotten about it. And as I was going through books tonight, I realized that it started out as a totally different song. Duct Tape and Jesus actually started out as duct tape and chocolate can fix everything. One can pick up the pieces, another one make the endorphins ring. And then somehow it evolved through pages and pages of book to say Duct Tape and Jesus. So here's a little Duct Tape and Jesus. Toolbox. Well, we're gonna start all over again because that was horrible. Used to have a big toolbox.
Blanche.
Full of hammers,
Don't strangle.
wrenches, and such. If it was broke, I could fix it. With a little muscle and love. I ran into something. No matter how hard I tried, well, it just stayed broken till I realized the duct tape and Jesus. They can fix anything. They can pick up the pieces. Put life together again. No matter your troubles, no matter your strife, duct tape and Jesus make everything right. Now I have wandered all over this world, searching for answers as the mysteries unfurl. Heartache and destruction. There's nowhere to hide. But I'll open my toolbox and share what's inside. Duct tape and Jesus, they can fix anything. One can pick up the pieces, put life together again. No matter your troubles, no matter your strife, oh, duct tape and Jesus make everything right. Duct tape and Jesus, they can fix anything. They can pick up the pieces, put life together again. No matter your troubles, Duct tape and Jesus make everything right. We lost our visitors in the middle of that song.
I think Humphrey was tired.
Oh, gotcha.
He kept on asking to go inside.
Oh, yeah. One of our neighbor's dog got out today, and she came to pick him up after we had found him. So
He found us.
yeah, he found us, and we held on to him until she got home. So that was a little Duct Tape and Jesus, and songs evolve. And this next song,
David Carson said he really loves that.
thanks, David Carson.
I bet Miss Bethany would love that too.
It was a struggle tonight because my fingers did not want to make those chords, so it wasn't very playing wise good. So the next song is probably, I think, the most commercial song I've ever written, as far as like something that you would hear on the radio one day. And when we used to go on trips, I would always drive, and I still kind of do. But Janice's daddy would always say, "I know when DC is driving and she's quiet, it means she's thinking of a song." And we went on a trip to San Antonio years ago, and went to Austin and San Antonio in the hill country in Texas. And this is the song that came out. Janice swears that it's Carly Fols Duhan's song, which it very well could be. But it's called Man Enough. She wore a camouflage shirt and pink flip-flops. She climbed into the cab and I thought, man, this could be the girl for me. A little later that night at the Dairy Queen, we talked about rodeos and big buck dreams. And I just could not believe that I finally found a girl who's man enough for me. She's soft in all the right places. She likes getting dirty, the weekend mud races. But on Saturday night, you know, she cleans up real nice. At closing time, I don't have to think twice, 'cause I'm going home with the girl who's man enough for me. She got a hunting lease and her own four-wheeler. The girl can even back up a trailer. What more could this old boy want? She goes fishing with my pa, makes biscuits with my mama. They both say, son, we're glad you caught her. Man, I still can't believe that I finally found a girl who's man enough for me. She's soft in all the right places. She gets dirty fixing my carburetor. But on Saturday night, you know, she cleans up real nice. On closing time, I don't have to think twice, 'cause I'm going home with a girl who's man enough for me. And on Sunday morning, she's an angel in the choir. And I'm sitting in the pew, feeling 10 feet higher. Don't know what I did, but I wanna keep on
go, DC. Good job.
So yeah, I think that's one of my. I always thought I could hear Tim McGraw singing that song if he had to. So next up, in the number 4 slot for 6 and 6, is a little song that I wrote, and it's about somebody we all know, and I'm not naming any names because
We all
the
have
person
one.
that we all know is it will be different than the person that I know, but we all have this person in our life. That person who goes out of their way to make sure they do everything and make sure you know that they did everything. Because it's a great day to be a martyr.
Woo!
There's so many crosses to bear. Yeah, it's a great day to be a martyr. Just smell the sacrifice in the air.
Woo!
So don't you worry and don't you fret. Go on and have your fun. 'Cause I'll be here and I won't let you forget all of the things you should have done. 'Cause it's a great day to be a martyr. There's so many crosses to bear. Yeah, it's a great day to be a martyr. Just smell the sacrifice in the air. Thanksgiving and Christmas too, they're my favorite times of the year. The families all gathered round, and everyone gets to hear that it's a great day to be a martyr. There's so many crosses to bear. Yeah, it's a great day to be a martyr. Just smell the sacrifice in the air. Yeah, it's a great day to be a martyr. There's so many crosses to bear. Yeah, it's a great day to be a martyr. Just smell the sacrifice in the air. Just smell the sacrifice in the air. I can remember when I was writing that song, a friend of ours who was young at the time, she'll always be younger than me, but she was a little like upset that I was writing a song about it being a great day to be a martyr, because apparently she had never heard of someone being a martyr, like, you know, poor pitiful me martyr. She was just thinking about like the martyrs who like truly died as a martyr for religion or
For their right.
something, for their rights, for something. And she was appalled that I would write that song. But then once we explained to her what it was, she was like, oh, okay. She's also the reason why I will forever call Michael Bublé Michael Bubble.
She is not watching right now.
Good. But she would know who she was if I just said that.
But we are proud of her because she's an essential worker.
We are. She is.
She's a nurse.
She's a great nurse.
And a great mom.
So, many years ago, I don't have a date on this thing sitting in front of me, but we went to a meeting of a bunch of other folks from across the country in Las Vegas. I know, what a hard life. You got to go to a meeting in Vegas. And I think we were staying at a Harrah's hotel, and we were walking from our meeting room to the place where we were having lunch. And we had to walk through this room of people playing slot machines, but it wasn't like on the floor. And they were having a slot machine tournament. And I didn't know that those things existed, because, you know, I don't know that there's much skill in slot machining, but apparently there is. I don't know. But as we were walking through, I heard this little lady look. She was on her cell phone talking to somebody, and this is what she said, and I kind of made up the rest. Well, my sister's up and I am down. Maybe this border will turn us around. It's a roll of the wheel, it's a stroke of luck, but there's no better way to make a buck. blue hair babies, spending our family jewels. Our kids think we're lying and our grandkids think we're dying. We tell them how much we win or lose. We're the slot machine ladies, the blue hair babies, spending our family jewels. Well, our kids think we're lying and our grandkids think we're dying when we tell them how much we win or lose. Well, here's a 20 going down the line. There ain't nothing more here to see. Yeah, I hit a jackpot, I'm waiting, but don't you even mind me, 'cause we're the blue hair ladies, the slot machine babies, spending our family jewels. And our kids think we're lying and our grandkids think we're dying when we tell them how much we win or lose. Yeah, our kids think we're lying and our grandkids think we're dying when we tell them how much we win or lose.
Woohoo!
I feel like my hair's not doing as well as it had to do.
No, the wind has gotten a hold of it.
If y'all could have seen me a little earlier, it was very attractive.
Maybe tomorrow night we'll show them
Maybe so.
behind the
I
scenes.
took it down, so y'all wouldn't have
Oh.
to be.
I forgot to clap.
So that was a little piece of a song, but that was enjoyable to hear that little lady on the phone saying, "Well, my sister's up, but I'm down. Maybe I'll turn it around this next round." Because who knew? So we have these family friends who have been friends with my grandmother and my great aunt, my grandmother's sister, since they were in nursing school together. And I've just always known them as Mabel and Jenny. And life was always just Mabel and Jenny. And now looking back on it, I think, how many kids have a life where they just know Janice and DC? Doesn't matter who we are, what we are. It's just the fact that they know Janice and DC. So Mabel and Jenny were, I guess, my Janice and DC. Except for very different from Janice and DC.
Probably not much.
Probably not much, right? Just a different generation. A little different.
Different
stuff.
generation.
But pretty hip ladies. But we were visiting them one time, and I was actually going to school online at the University of Phoenix back when there was dial-up. So that was online school when there was dial-up. And I remember Jenny saying, "I just can't believe that you're going to school online. You know, like how can you do that?" And Mabel said, "Well, our parents and I probably would have never thought we'd had a phone in our car, but we do." So one day we were eating breakfast with them, and at that point, I think they had been together for 42 years.
Yes.
And never mentioned that they were a couple, never mentioned that anything, but you knew they were. But but I looked up and asked, I said, "What is it that keeps, after 42 years, how can you be still friends, living with the same person and still be friends with that person?" And I got an answer that I didn't think I would get. And Mabel looked up, who was usually not the talker, and said, "Well, they're not all good days." So that's where this song started. And it's true, the days are not always good, but if you're with the person you need to be with, or the people you need to be with, it all gets better no matter what. They're not all good days, but I have to say, the sight of your face always makes me smile. The touch of your lips still drives me wild. When you take my hand, I begin to understand that there's more to life than diamonds and gold, and you mean more than all the riches in the world. Your love is what I've been searching for. Oh, baby, you make me who I wanna be. Baby, you make me who I want to be. Cause there's more to life than diamonds and gold. You mean more than all the riches in the world. Your love is what I've been searching for. Baby, you made me who I want to be. Baby, you made me who I want to be. I do that every night. Janice telling me pay attention to you people, but I watch around me every night. So that's our 6 at 6 tonight. And it was nice to go through some of these songs and looking and thinking of the stories that were behind them. They're not probably my A-shelf songs, but I like the stories that went with them. So I hope you enjoyed them too.
I love the stories that go with them. That's my favorite part.
So they say that nobody can make us anything but who we are. But there are people in our lives that make us raise our game. That make us know that we outkicked our coverage. And so when you find those people, hang on to them. It doesn't have to be the person you're married to. But maybe a group of friends, or maybe that one friend that pushes you more than anybody else. But hang on tight when you find those folks, because they make you believe in you. And when you believe in you, you get other people to believe in themselves. And when we believe in ourselves, we make things happen. So, for this Saturday night, we're going to sign off and say we're good here as Blanche gets her run in for the evening. And remember that God loves you, Blanche loves you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And we're good here. Y'all good?
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Good night.